This is my UFC 311 recap. I'll be here to give you my breakdown on the fights on the card. I'll also talk about the fighters who were on the card and give you my opinion on how each fight went. And yeah, let's get straight to it. This video was meant to come earlier this week, but better late than never, am I right? So, starting with the main event on the card, Islam Makhachev versus Renato Moicano. Man, I mean, Moicano is my man, but I knew Islam was going to win. But to be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be that quick. I mean, like, Islam just made Moicano feel like, even Moicano had to say, man, like, no one wants to lose that way. Islam just made it seem like he has no competition in that division. I mean, I was flabbergasted when Islam got that submission. I knew he was going to get, I knew Moicano was going to get submitted, but I wasn't expecting it in round one. I had a feeling he would probably go to round two. I had a feeling round one would probably be like a back and forth on the feet. I feel Moicano was ready to come, go out there, guns blazing, but yeah, I think that was the plan actually Moicano had, but Islam wasn't just having it. I think once Islam noticed, okay, Moicano is trying to get very aggressive on the feet. Not like Islam was cool though. I think Islam was actually outlanding Moicano on the feet, but he could see the aggression Moicano was trying to come in with, so Islam just took it straight to the mat. And that was a clean takedown, to be honest. I mean, he just went for that single leg, put his arms on Moicano's shoulders, all that pressure took him down to the mat. And from there, and the thing about Islam, yeah, Islam is so deceptive in his grappling. Even Moicano had to say it. Moicano thought it was like easy, he found a way to get back up, but he didn't realize it was a trap Islam actually set right there. I mean, once Islam lets you kick off his waist, like even Demetrius Johnson said it, like Islam's last stroke is crazy. Like Islam caught the great Demetrius twice in a dash stroke, man. That's just something else. So I think like yeah, it gives you that room for you to try and push him away with your feet. Then when you try to get up, you just expose your neck and he goes for that dash. And once you get that dash, man, it's just synced in. I mean, Islam is on a different level to be honest right now. I mean, okay, Dana said Amon is not going to get the immediate match with Islam. I think that's the right thing to do. Amon needs to build himself back up, at least get one win, yeah. Because you can't keep everybody waiting. Like, to be honest, if it was something he announced at the beginning of fight week, I don't think Dana would really have this issue with him. I mean, they would have done something earlier enough, but like he had to wait till the day of the weigh-ins. Like that's just crazy, man. To be honest, that's just oh well, who am I to judge? These fighters go through a lot, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to fight Islam next. But the thing is, even whenever they fight, Islam is still going to get the job done. I know it's not going to be an easy fight, but I just feel Islam right now. I don't see who can beat Islam in that division. I don't think the person is there right now. Like especially with what Islam did to Moicano. I mean, to be honest, Moicano in my eyes has always been like a dark horse in that division. I mean, sometimes people underrate him, but Moicano is a bad boy, man, on the feet and on the ground, to be honest. Moicano is a bad boy. But Islam made him look like nobody, and that's some crazy shit, man. That's some very crazy shit. So Islam Makhachev remains champion. This guy is just too good. He's just too much. I mean, the strength of the brothers from the mountains, Allah is really in them, to be honest. Like, these guys are unstoppable. Moving on to the co-main events. Marab Devalaji versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Okay, this fight, to be honest, man, I think Umar should walk with his head high, with his head held high. I swear, like, because he put up a very good fight. I mean, the first two rounds, I was scared for Merab. I was like, okay, Umar may actually get this guy. But Merab just stayed there, stayed composed, and once it got to round three, the Merab show just started, bro. This guy just started taking over. As in, I don't understand this man. Like, I don't understand the anatomy of Merab. Like, what the fuck is he made of? The crazy shit about Merab here is, I always said it, Umar is more skilled than Merab in any way you can think of. In the grappling, in the striking, he's more skilled, he's more technical. Merab is basically like Merab is just a tank of energy. Like you can be more skilled, you could do the moves better than him, but how long can you do it? Because Merab would always keep on coming. Like I think that's just his greatest strength. Merab never gives up. Like you could tell this guy is really a blue collared man, man. This guy just keeps pushing, pushing, pushing. Merab never gives up. I mean, I was feeling tired for Umar, I swear. Like Umar actually did good to be honest, man. People trying to shit on his performance, like they shouldn't do that. Umar did good. Out of everyone Merab has fought in recent times, I think Umar has done the best, man. No, Umar did very good against Merab. I think all he needs to work on right now is just become more Merabish. I think that's what I have to call it right now because Merab is the only one running these rounds like this in the UFC. I mean, we have cardio people like Kobe Covington, with some other guys, Max Holloway too, but I mean, it's not like Merab, man. Merab wears on you. And one thing about Merab, one thing I always say about Merab, man, Merab has visuals. Like he knows how to get that in a fight. Merab knows how to get those big pictures and make it look like you're not on his level. I mean, he did it to Henry Cejudo, picking up Henry Cejudo like that, dropping him in front of Mark Zuckerberg. That's just crazy, man. I mean, even the takedown he got on Umar in the fifth round. Like, who takes a Nurmagomedov down like that and walks back and with his arm open looking at, nah, man, Merab is just too much. Merab is too much, to be honest. He's not the most skilled, he's not the most technical, but when it comes to fighting, man, bro is in there all night. I swear he's in them all night. I just think Umar just needs to work on his cardio more, get better. His technique is there. I mean, they both tried to get multiple takedowns on each other, which they did, but you could see it wasn't easy in any way. But I mean, Marab's balance is crazy, though, to be honest. Marab's balance is next level, I say. But Umar, man, Umar did good if you ask me, but it just wasn't good enough to win against Marab. Marab took the night, Marab won the fight, so hail Marab, man. This guy is a machine. Machine of the finest form, I swear. Omar, just go back to the drawing board. We all know you're in a Magomedov. You probably become champion one day. But first of all, you have to find a way to get through this motherfucker right here. And it's not going to be easy, bro. Good luck to you. Marab, I feel this guy is going to dominate this division for probably a couple more years. Yeah, I don't see anyone beating Marab anytime soon in bantamweights. Okay, who? I don't see O'Malley coming back to win. See, the thing about O'Malley, yeah, and I noticed it in the fight with Merab versus Umar and Merab versus O'Malley. O'Malley was clearly scared of the takedown. O'Malley didn't want anything in the grappling with Merab. But Umar wasn't really scared of that. So that allowed Umar to even strike more and throw more combinations against Merab. Well, I don't think O'Malley would even be able to do that because I feel that's what O'Malley needs to do to actually get the edge against Merab. Like O'Malley needs to put a lot of punches together to probably wobble Merab badly to the point he can't recover. But I don't see O'Malley being able to do that on Merab. That was the same thing Yan was trying to do. Once Yan started trying to put combinations together, Merab goes for the takedown straight up. Once Yan tries to defend the takedown, Merab comes back up, starts striking. Like this guy is everywhere. Babadi everywhere. He's everywhere. I don't understand. Normal. It's not normal. But Merab got the win, so yeah, good for him, man. We'll see what's next for him in the division. I don't know who he's meant to fight next. I think, well, let's see how it goes. I think I'm going to do a video about Merab, man. This guy needs his own video because I don't understand him right now. From where I'm from in Africa, the kind of thing Merab is doing in the octagon, you look at people like that and go to fear, quoi. Bro's an animal. Moving on to the next fight. So another animal on the card. Yuri Prohashka versus Jamal Hill. And man, kudos to these guys, to be honest. I mean, these guys came to throw down. These guys came to throw hands. Like, these guys came to fight. And do you know what the crazy thing is about this fight here? The crazy thing is Yuri's head movements improved there, but it didn't really improve that much because it was still not on rhythm. Like, okay, the pullback was actually good. I think him adding that pullback to his game was good, but Yuri's head was still there a lot for Jamal to hit. And I noticed once Jamal hits Yuri, like I think Yuri gets more angry. You notice that in a lot of his fights. Like the more you hit him, the more you anger him, and he just keeps on coming forward. Yuri is a Terminator, I tell you. Like this guy just keeps on coming forward. Nothing can stop him, man. Nothing can stop my brother. I mean, Jamal Hill hits him with a lot of shots, but I think Jamal Hill looked sloppy in this fight, if you ask me. I think Jamal Hill that fought Glover was way sharper than the Jamal Hill I saw against Theory. I don't know, you could tell me if I'm wrong or something, but from what I noticed, that wasn't the Hill that got the belts from Glover, man. I don't know, like, I don't know, maybe because of this Achilles tendon he tore or he got too relaxed or something. I don't know, man, but Jamal, man, Jamal looked very sloppy in this fight. Yuri looks like Yuri, that's the thing. I was even expecting Jamal Hill to add in leg kicks to his game, but he didn't, and that's Yuri's biggest weakness. Like, you can't allow a monster like that to come forward, like, keep coming forward in your face, and you don't chop his legs off. Now, he's going to be there all night, all night. Even when Rakic did that, Yuri just kept on coming in his face, like, Yuri is something else. The only person that has really been able to succeed with those leg kicks on Yuri, and he did it twice, was Prohashka. Sorry, I said Prohashka was Pereira. Yeah, Pereira did it twice, and I don't know, man. I haven't seen anyone else being able to do it. So I think Jamal Hill should have come in. If Jamal Hill actually came in with a leg kick, more leg kicks, because he didn't try any at all. If he came in with a leg kick and maybe some extra more, I think he would have probably edged the decision against Yuri because he won round two. If you ask me, Jamal Hill actually won round two. Yuri won round one and was running round three till he got the TKO. But it was a crazy fight, though. I mean, these guys just went out there and gave us war. They just went out there and gave us war. And I love the fact they met up at the bar after the fight, man. You know, we fight together, drink together. That's the spirit. That's the martial arts spirit. A lot of these fighters are trying to be businessmen these days, but oh well. I guess that's what we are getting. At least we still have real warriors in the game, man. Jamalin and Yuri Prohashka, man. Kudos to you guys. You guys really brought it for the fans. I think to me that this was the best fight on of the night on the card. Is there any fight that was better than this? Let me know. This was the best fight on the card, man. It was just so entertaining. Sometimes you just want to see two men throw punches, man. Nothing else. That's just what we want to see, and they gave it to us. Plus, yeah, the lady with the cancer, Yuri, I'm sure with her in this corner, Yuri was willing to die in that octagon. So, yeah, Yuri, you did good. You didn't let her down. So, kudos, Yuri. Moving on to the next fight on the card. We have Jilton Almeida versus Sergey Spivak. I'm disappointed in Spivak. But the good thing is, to be honest, the good thing is, Almeida, I think you should keep on fighting the way you fought in this fight. Do you know why I said so? People were happy for you. Yeah, because the crowd cheered you. People were happy for you. Most times when you win your submission by dragging someone to the ground and just twisting them, like, it's boring, man. It's boring. Because if you don't get those submissions, you just lay on top of them and don't do anything. Like, they make sense. It's always boring, man. But you brought us an exciting fight on the event night. So you brought us an exciting fight. I mean, I love the way he came with those hands. Those hands looked lethal. So I think you should just throw them more. You should throw those hands more, man. You really should. I think you know what I think is wrong with Almeida here? He went up to the easier division because that's just the truth. Heavyweight is easier than light heavyweight. So that's just how it is in combat sports. The lighter weight class are tougher than the heavier weights, but the heavier weights get paid more. It's just crazy. So yeah, so I think he just went to the easier division because he found a loophole of infinite twins, but I think he has realized it's not going to work on everyone. It's not going to work on everyone because his blade made him know that in a hard way. So I'm sure he's going to learn from that. Moving on to the next, Spivak. Yes, Spivak, I was expecting him to do more, especially on the feet. But I don't know, maybe Almeida hit him with something crazy that just made him shell up. But that wasn't the Spivak I was expecting to see. I was a bit disappointed in Spivak, though, to be honest. But Almeida came, did his thing, did what he was meant to do. So kudos to Almeida. Moving on to the next fight, to the opener of the main card, Kelvin Holland versus Renan Derrida. I Kelvin isn't hungry anymore. I'm just going to say it. Kelvin is not hungry anymore. This man is relaxed. He's well fed, man. This is not the Kelvin Holland who came into the UFC on short notice to fight Thiago Santos, yeah? This is not the man, no. This is someone else. This is a big man now. Baba don't chop up. Bro is making serious bank in the UFC, so he doesn't really have that hunger in him anymore to fight. Because, I mean, why does he keep on doing the same thing? They take you to the ground. The next thing you do, you go for the body lock, which is not helping you in any way get back to your feet. And every time you try to get back to your feet, you either expose your back or you just stay there in full mount or hold the body lock. And nah, man, it's just fucked up. It doesn't work that way. I mean, if you really want to fight, you have to show us you want to fight. I mean, look at the way you scrambled against Hamzat. Why couldn't you do that against this guy? I mean, you tried, but it's not just by trying for like 10, 20 seconds. You have to keep on trying, man. Like, he used to be one of my favorite fighters, bro. You're making me get all emotional right now. I mean, Kevin Holland wasn't on points, to be honest. Reina just went straight for the takedown at the beginning of the round, took my man to the ground, held him there, didn't give him room to do whatever I wanted to do. Kelvin tried to hold our body lock, but he wasn't successful in that. Tried to get back to his feet, and Reina hooked in that rear naked choke. I mean, Kevin, come on, man. You went to wrestle with DC for that. Like, remember that period when you said you're tired of getting wrestling fucked? I'm not seeing any improvements. You're still getting wrestling folks, bro. I think you just need to get your head in the game, man. Forget about those leather boots. Forget about those chains. I mean, I know the comfortable life is crazy. I mean, have you heard the way Kevin Holland talks now? I mean, he talks like I mean, he's a star, yeah, but he makes himself seem like he's the number one celeb in the UFC. Like, bro, chill, man. Come on, chill, Kevin. You got this. Just lock in, man. Kevin just needs to lock in. That's all I feel. But good win for Reina Dorita. And yeah, I think Reina is going to be a serious force in the middleweight division. I mean, with grappling like that. Don't get me wrong, though. Not everyone can submit Kevin Holland in the first round. To be very honest, not everyone, especially at middleweight. So it's actually a good win for Reina Dorita. Very good win. Yeah, I have to say that. So, yeah, that's the main card. I think I'm only going to give a breakdown on that because I didn't really watch the prelims and early prelims. I was really busy up on. Okay, but I caught the Peyton Talbot and my man Ronnie Barcelos, Raoni Barcelos to be precise. My man Raoni Barcelos turned back the hands of time, man. That was actually a crazy fight. I mean, do I feel Peyton Talbot actually like I feel this loss was good for Peyton Talbot in the sense he's really going to learn from this. I mean, he's young and he has all the time in the world, but I actually love the fact he turned to the full distance at a very high pace, man. I think Peyton is going to learn a lot from this, so he better should. But to be honest, I was expecting him to beat Tony Barcelos. So, that's what everyone was expecting. Like, I think it's one of the biggest upsets in recent years. I mean, I don't want your face to be on something like that, though, but oh well, yeah, I feel he's going to learn and he's only going to get better after this. So, Peyton, get your shit together, man. Leave that reality show lifestyle alone. Yeah, fucking UFC fighter, man. Act like one. Andy Barcelos, amazing win from the vet himself, man. Took it to Peyton Talbot round one, round two, still didn't let him off. Round three, took a back step, but he was still dominating in the strike. So yeah, I think I'm just happy for Haoni. Good win. And yeah, that was an interesting card, an interesting night of UFC fight. So hoping to have more amazing cards this year. Like I said, it's only going to get better from here on out. Like and subscribe, comment. I'd like to hear from you guys and share your opinions with me. Thank you for watching. See you later. Goodbye.